6 and we're on the road heading towards the Great Ocean Road to get a sunrise, to catch the sunrise at Aireys Inlet. So I'm looking forward to taking you with me. A little bit tired, but after some coffee, I'm sure we're going to really enjoy this. So it's about 7 AM. I've come out to Aireys Inlet, just off the Great Ocean Road, for sunrise. It is a bit grey. I knew that there wasn't going to be an epic sunrise, but I'd much rather be out here doing landscape photography than still laying in bed. So there's a lot to shoot out here. There's some coastlines as well as the lighthouse. So really looking forward to showing you. So I'm thinking of doing something with these formations. So I'm struggling a little bit with some of these bigger rocks. I feel like there's a lot too much detail going on around in the bottom. Maybe if the tide was a bit higher and covering a lot of these formations, it might be a little easier to work with. But these look really nice out here. So I'm just going to be scouting around and finding some compositions in here that work, but struggling to find what the main subject's going to be. So okay, so let me show you the composition I've gone for. So here I'm shooting on the Fuji GFX system, and in here I can get a panoramic crop. So this is the 65 by 24 in-body crop, and as you can see here, I'm putting the lighthouse on the 1/3 to the left-hand side, and I've basically got the horizon in the center, which is not something I normally do, but I'm trying to ensure that I get enough depth between the foreground and background. So I've got some of these rocks in the foreground here, which is kind of showing that depth between the rocks and the lighthouse in the background. I did get some light. Now I'm using a 3-stop graduated neutral density filter, just to try and block out some of those highlights. But it is looking like the sky's blowing out just slightly, even on this GFX system. So I might have to, I'm just going to consider probably bracketing this. So I might just take one slightly, you know, take one for the highlights. Should be right there. But I'm also going to just make sure that I do bracket this. So I'm going to do one without the graduated NZ. Instead of bracket this, I'm just going to do it manually. Just going to capture one here. 2 stops underexposed. One stop at the exposure, and then 2 stops over for the shadows. tide is definitely coming in. I'm going for something much more simple now. So there's some mist and fog in the background there. I'm just using this tide as it's coming on in as a bit of a leading line. So I'm going to show you what's going on. And again, I'm doing some more panoramic photography. Let's have a look. I'm just going to wait for that water to come in, and right there is where I want it. Let's see. Okay, so it's started to rain a little bit. It's all still looking very nice out here. So I might have a little walk along this beach and just see what else I can find before I pack up and call it a morning. So let's see. Alright, so what I've essentially found is all of these little rocks all washed up on the shoreline. And I'm gonna get another photograph, and I'm gonna use this rock formation out here, as well as the fog and the little mountain line there. Now I'm going another panorama again, so hopefully you can see that. So another 65 by 24. So if it turns out good, I'll put it up on screen. So it's been a relatively good morning. No epic light or anything like that, but I expected that. And like I said before, I'd much rather be out here of a morning than just sitting around on the couch or something like that. So definitely well worth it for me. I feel a million times better for doing it.